Screen tested the three of them together to make sure that they all had this chemistry, which immediately was obvious in the first screen test.
Remember, guys, get closer to her as she finds out the information. And action.
I never thought to look in here. I checked this out first term for a bit of light reading.
This is light.
Shut up. If Filch comes round the corner any second now, at least 50 points off Gryffindor. I knew it. Here it is. Nicholas Flamel is the only known maker of the Sorcerer's Stone.
The what?
Oh, honestly, don't you two read?
Good job.
It's lovely seeing you.
Yeah, this is surreal, isn't it?
How do we all feel being back and talking about this?
So A, really emotional, obviously, and B, it feels like no time has passed and loads of time has passed.
I adored Tom from the second I met him, but he was always just the biggest sweetheart.
Working with Jason was a real treat. In fact, working with Jason was not always a treat. Just immediately turned into the most unfriendly, horrible person I've ever met.
I just remember grabbing him and just being as unpleasant as I possibly could and watching his little face, constantly seeking my approval. The very first scene that I shot was actually cut and was on the deleted scenes. Draco touched something and I used this cane and I went...
Don't touch anything, Draco.
But I didn't know how sharp the teeth were. And they went right into little Tom's hands. And he looked up at me and his eyes welled with tears.
Yes, Father.
And I went, Tom, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize how sharp they were and how heavy it was. And he went, no, it's all right. It's good for the scene.
He'd be this evil father, and then they say cut, and he'll come and give you a cuddle and say, oh, did I hit you too hard? Did I hit you too hard? He's real, Jekyll and Hyde, that one.
I always loved the character of Sirius. I love the relationship Harry and Sirius have. He's like this cool uncle, but also older brother figure.
Yeah.
And
he's painted as this villainous guy, and then has the switch where you go, oh, he was set up, and he's a good guy.
And he's so kind and so warm
and he's
cool.
warm and kind,
Yeah.
and he's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wish I'd had the whole picture. You know, we only ever found out book.
Yeah, book.
I don't know whether you were, because
did
you were
not.
Harry Potter,
Just Rickman.
you had a...
Rickman did, that was it.
Rickman?
He had the inside line.
He worked that one.
He very, very early said to Joe, he was like, I think I need to know what happened.
No.
Give me a reason. I beg you.
Rickman would have an in, wouldn't he?
He did, yeah.
He-
and he never told Chris, never told anyone. Chris would literally say to him, why are you doing that like that? He said, I'll tell you later.
Last night, I thought, I'm going to just dig up these things, and I asked for your autograph.
Oh, God, what did I write?
Look, read it out. It's so nice to see you. What does it say?
Dear HBC,
Yeah.
it was a pleasure being your co-star and coaster. Wow, what a clever pun I made
That was
when I was young. I
clever.
mean, I'm honestly still
You
kind
were
of pleased with
poetic.
that.
Yeah.
In the sense that I always ended up holding your coffee. I do love you.
Then what does it say?
We can share this now. I said, I do love you, and I just wish I'd been born 10 years earlier. I might have been in with a chance.
It's all right now.
Lots of love, and thanks for being cool.
Isn't it nice?
We work very much just like kids being kids on a set.
My residing memory from Philosopher's Stone is I just learned how to play slam.
You know what we did a lot of as well was that.
Oh my God, so much hand slaps.
Yeah.
With like all of us, like red
Yeah.
red
I think we
raw
also
hands,
upgraded
like,
to knuckles
hitting
as
each
well,
other
and we're like-
really hard.
Oh, and shins.
Yeah.
I remember the shin version.
Yeah. They probably made their jobs harder for themselves by letting us have as much fun as we had because it distracted us from, the work we were supposed to be doing.
And for the other viewers, get a mousetrap. Darling, don't put it on your nose.
Like a big problem was like throughout a take, our attention would wane and come and go.
They'd say a line and then they'd smile at the camera, or they were just so happy to be in a Harry Potter film that they couldn't contain their excitement long enough to focus on an entire scene.
It has been lovely to see everyone. It really has.
It's been a long time since I've seen any of them.
It's just been a joy getting to relive it all.
Take a trip down memory lane, I suppose.
So it's rather strange to be back here at Leeds, and to be honest with you, it's been a while, and it's been great seeing everyone.
I think this is the perfect time to sit down with everyone and reminisce.
We get the chance to hang out with each other, which has been a real privilege.
Being in the Great Hall with everyone early was just incredible.
You see everyone's faces and it's just lovely to be here and just share this anniversary together. It's been really special.
We could kind of celebrate and just enjoy being together.
It's been lovely seeing everyone again and going like, oh yeah, we're all doing great.
It's a weird experience because you met them as kids. Obviously, they've grown up.
As they should have done. It would be really weird if they were still the same age.
All the memories of working here come flooding back. It was like it was last week. It doesn't feel like 10 years ago at all.
The whole studio is obviously much more glossy than when we filmed on it, so it feels different.
So I used to build Rolls-Royce aero engines here. Apart from that, it was just sheds. It wasn't soundproofed or anything.
We pretty much heard everything that was going on around.
The studios were leaky and they were very makeshift.
It was not ideal shooting situation, but we loved it. We had a great time. It's the greatest playground in the world.
The fact that there's people who've travelled from all over the planet to come to where we are right now because they love Potter, it's just incredible.
It's pretty cool to see that the Potter flame is not being doused at any time soon.
All of us on the set were as big a fans as you could find outside the studio.
It's a really important part of all of our lives. To be on the sets and kind of live it for real was just an absolute dream.
I've just been pleasantly surprised by people enjoying everything that we made and that we created.
There's so much of life to take in that happened in those 10 years. Every part of my life is connected to Potter, and we've seen even more how much it means to people and what a part of people's lives it is. It means even more now, and I'm able to appreciate how special that is.
Think of that powerful memory. Make it the happiest you can remember.
It feels like no time has passed and loads of time has passed.
I think this is the perfect time to sit down with everyone and reminisce.
The thing that scared me the most was the implication that the most meaningful thing in our life was done. And there's something so joyous about seeing everyone and be like, it wasn't though.
One of the highlights of my part was when I had to pretend to be Hermione, pretending to be Bellatrix.
I don't like to be kept waiting.
I've still got the teeth, actually. I'll put them in if you want.
My sister has children who are then around 10, 11, 12. And I said, Martha, I don't know about this Voldemort. What? You're being asked to play Voldemort? You've got to do it!
I wouldn't be the person I am without so many people here.
It's a very overwhelming thing because I've watched you grow up and I've seen kind of every stage of your life.
When things get really dark and times are really hard, there's something about Harry Potter that makes life richer.
It's a strong bond that we'll always have. We're family and we will always be part of each other's life.